What's up, League? Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where it is hotter than hell here because it's always hot and swampy, and I'm just excited for fantasy football to finally arrive here. So I have moved, new place, new digs, but your commish is still here, and what a interesting start to the season. So it was a pretty high-scoring affair, and I don't even know what to say about the Antonio Brown stuff. Like, I'm mad that the Patriots got him. What the heck is he doing? And now there's even stuff coming out about him in a potential rape situation. So Antonio Brown, I don't know what to say about that, man. But why the Patriots? That's all I gotta say. Why the freaking Patriots? Anyways, we have more important things to discuss here because Week 1 is in the books with Razorcave Plus Some Scrubs. And so, Tevitt, thank you once again for that fantastic intro into the season. That was A+. I'm probably going to have to make the video next year, though, because I'm going to win the league. So, it just comes with the territory. We have some recaps to kind of go over for this week. And first off, I just got to brag for a moment about my team just being awesome. So shout out to Corey, though, because I was planning on being the high scorer for the week, and then you snuck in at the very end and scored 0.4 more points than me. So Corey with the high score of 173.4 points. Well done, sir. And Chris, I mean, you're a good fantasy player. You know what you're doing. You're really smart, like from one doctor to another, but not even cracking 100 on this one. It's a rough going for that first week there. Although Dalvin Cook, he's looking pretty good. I think that he'll be all right. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what first matchup popped up when I brought this up. So we have Daniel with the W over Trevin, and this one was funny because I actually went to bed and just kind of woke up on Tuesday morning checking stuff. And I was like, oh hey, Daniel had a big night in that Denver game with Josh Jacobs and Tyrell Williams, both balling out there and bailing Daniel out. So well done, sir. Having almost 20-point game from Tyler Williams and Josh Jacobs to put Trevin away. So sorry, man. Sorry, Trevin. Derrick Henry scored a lot more points than I expected. So that's good at least. And Mahomes is going to Mahomes. But the stinker by Evans, Corey Davis with the goose egg, that's rough going there, man. Let's see, and Daniel, you just had pretty solid all-around day there for most people. Breida was a little bit low there, but now with the Coleman injury, he's looking pretty good there. Marlon Mack, I just, as a fellow Colts fan, just want to take a moment to brag on Marlon Mack. Like, what a stud. Helps when you have that offensive line, but even with the luck situation, Brissett taking over, Marlon Mack balling out week 1. Shout out. Next up on my sheet here is the high score of the week, Corey Bramlett. Congratulations, sir. And Travis, that's not doing much better start there for yourself, just barely over 100, but at least you cracked 100, unlike some other people I know. Deshaun Watson is freaking good. Like, even just watching that Saints Texans game, that was a good game. Now that I'm in like an hour away from New Orleans, I can kind of be an honorary Saints fan. They're not my true loyalty, but I mean, fun to cheer for, and people around here are happy, so that's fun. But Deshaun Watson with the monster day. And then Travis, like, you have like solid players there. Devonta Freeman, James Conner, the Hill injury there. They just did not perform, so that's just a tough beat, man. But it wouldn't have mattered because Corey freaking went off with Sammy Watkins. And now this is directly attributed to the Tyreek Hill injury. But Sammy freaking Watkins, man, I did not see that coming week 1 or period for that matter. Evan Ingram still had some action there, even though the Giants are not going to be any good this season. Even Larry Fitzgerald, old man Fitz, got the 20-point game there. Chris Carson, that one I'm not as surprised about. And Drew Brees, once again, doing what he does. And you even had Marquise Brown on your bench with 28 points, so Corey could have even scored more points there. That's crazy. So well done, well done. Next matchup, Tyler, congratulations on your first win of the season. And get ready for next week because you're going to lose next week. And then you won't be undefeated again. You remember last season when I beat you and you didn't have an undefeated season? Oh, yeah, that's going to happen again right here, except you're not going to win the league. because I'm going to win it this year. Andrew? Nick Chubb with a decent day. You had, I felt like, I mean, 140 points is tough to beat. You had decent days had pretty good day from Jeffrey and Bell, but the rest of your roster just had to really produce. Robbie Anderson had that stinker. That's a tough matchup against, I don't know who the cornerback is for the Bills, but he's really good. So that's just a tough beat there. Yeah, there's not much you could have done in that situation. Tevitt, your roster is terrifying. Still, just looking at it, freaking Aaron Rodgers, Todd Gurley, Kamara, Adams, McCaffrey. Oh, yeah, and Damian Williams. I'm not as sold on Damian Williams, but he may end up being the guy there. Gosh, freaking hate you in your roster. Next up, we have Martindale. Sorry, I'm going to go over your roster in a second. But Naycock, well done, sir. You put together a pretty solid roster here. So I really hope I play you when the Cowboys are on bye because that's like half your roster. But that is, I did not expect that monster day from Dak, so good call on that. And then, of course, Barkley and Zeke, they actually had quiet days by their standards as well, so that's crazy to think about. Mark Ingram, the Ravens are just going to have this insane start to the season. They have a pretty easy schedule, but Mark Ingram's looking pretty good, even switching teams. Let's see, Cooper had the big day there. Keenan Allen, so I was watching the Colts-Chargers game because the Colts are playing, and they have a rookie cornerback, and they just Rivers just kind of aired it up to Allen against the rookie cornerback, and Allen won that, got the touchdown, just kind of manhandled it. So when he's healthy, he's good. Got to stay healthy with him. Dalvin Cook had a good day, Chris, so that's good, right? I heard that Kittle should have got another a touchdown or two, so not as worried about him. Coleman with the injury. Mixon I think he got hurt as well, so that's just not looking good. Guys got hurt on your bench. I saw you dropped Pettis. That might have been another league, but not looking as good for the rest of your roster there. And then, of course, Justin. Hi, buddy. How are you feeling after that? That's pretty rough right there. I just want to take a moment to brag on Lamar Jackson. I kind of liked him as a streaming option, but holy cow, I did not expect 5 passing touchdowns in week 1. But let's just face it, the Miami Dolphins are straight up trash. That's what it's going to boil down to. I also did not expect the 3 total touchdowns from Eckler. That was helped by the overtime, and it had to be against the Colts. So at least, it got me some fantasy points, but that was rough to see. My boy David Johnson, I'm a big believer in him this season, especially as Kyler Murray figures out that offense. I expect big things from him. And I'm excited to have Michael Thomas and DeAndre Hopkins on my roster now. So I'm just excited about that. I even had Deshaun Jackson with a 30-pointer on my bench. Good thing that didn't matter. That's a lot of points on my bench for one person. And then Justin, I'm sorry that you are the person that gets most affected by Antonio Brown in this league right now. It just wasn't meant to be because you originally had Zeke, and then you traded him and Gordon, and they were both on that weird contract thing, and then Zeke signed his, but Gordon didn't, and then you swapped out for Brown, who decided to switch teams himself. So, tough beat, man. Sorry about you. T.Y. had the big week, though. I think he had 2 touchdowns, so good for T.Y. there. Schuster got shut down. Man, the Patriots just straight up demolishing the Steelers, and then it's not even fair to the rest of the league when they get Antonio Brown active. Freaking hate the Patriots. Rest of your roster there. That Miami backfield, I'm a little concerned about it in general. Better things to come for Drake and Balaj, some in there, but just not a good look there. And it was a pretty quiet week from Russell Wilson, considering I thought he was going to have a bigger day than that against the Cincy defense, but I guess they just ran the ball. And given that, they had to come back in that game too, as well. But that's just how it is. Quiet day from Ertz. I expect more from him as the season progresses. Although Allen Robinson, though, that one's looking pretty good. Good pickup there. So I think that does it for the recaps this week. Just a reminder that the FAB system, you have $100 in FAB to spend throughout the season. Make sure to use it. It makes the league a lot more interesting when you have 7 people bidding on a tight end and you happen to be the highest bidder. So it just makes it fun. With that, and I will look into setting up the trade deadline and what that looks like. But remember, 6 people get in to the playoffs this year. The 2 division winners plus the next 4 teams. So I want everybody to compete. Let's have some fun. And good luck to everybody, except when you're playing me. On a personal note, I miss all of you dearly. I haven't found a lot of really good friends here yet in Baton Rouge, but that time will come. But in the meantime, I will especially be looking into fantasy. And this is your commish, signing out.